everyone, it's the May group challenge time. I thought I'd give you a quick look at the outcome of my April pour challenge when we did the swipe in yellows and oranges. I prefer it up this way. I really love how mine turned out, and if you have any ideas for post embellishment, please let me know in the comments below because I'd like to work this piece further. On post embellishment, if you haven't been following Patricia Fuller in regards to her post embellishment work, get onto her. She's really creative and amazing. She does a lot of writing for acrylic.com. She's an incredible writer and really engaging. The reason also that I'm mentioning her today is because the way that I'm going to do my May group challenge was inspired partially by her and partially by Sharon in our group, who did a great demonstration of the string pour during the last month. My plan is to do purples and pinks coming down in an archway, and that's inspired by Patricia, who posted some beautiful arch wisteria in another group, and I really loved it. And with the negative space that I'm going to leave here, I'm hoping to do some really delicate string pulls using cotton thread rather than string, and just see how we go. It's an experimental piece, don't know how it's going to work, never tried to do archway shaping before with swiping, and have got some ideas, and it's really hard to verbalize them. As you know, it's much easier just to watch the process. The colors and the paints that I'm using today are Global Ultraviolet, Impasto, Global Purple, pardon me, Impasto. This is a Kaiser Hot Pink with a dash of elderberry high flow acrylic in it, just to give it a bit of richness. And this is a Kaiser Light Pink again with a dash of the elderberry in it to give it extra richness. These two little darlings are metallics, and I'm just going to add them into the swipe to hopefully, upon drying, it will create a depth and a texture because of the different finishes and the shimmer. And finally, the last part that I'm using is a clear pouring medium with a powder pearl added into it. It looks like a shimmery green. I have no idea if it will actually be able to be seen within the pour, and I won't know until it's finished. Why have I got the dimethicone here? Oh, to remind you that I used 100% dimethicone in the April challenge and got these awesome cells. And I also wanted to emphasize I've had no crazing in this that we sometimes get when we use too much of the coconut milk. What have I mixed? Everything's just mixed with Floetrol, and that's it. It's time to get to it. Good luck with your challenge. I'm looking forward to seeing how we all go with this. Just some tid thoughts. Don't worry too much about your planning. I'm a massive planner, and I find that I can get too caught up, and it can work against me because I get a vision in my head and it won't turn out that way. Go with the flow, use your intuition, try new things, and post your pick, and let's have a look and let's chat about all the new things that we've learnt. All right, everyone, good luck. was much harder than I thought, and I learnt heaps. I certainly learnt that I need to keep a lot more white and in between all of those big streaks of the glorious purples and pinks, in order to get a much more delicate effect like down here, which is sort of what I was looking for all over. But I've never done anything so delicate and dainty before in mind, always something much heavier. Some of the swipes here look really, really gorgeous, and have the delicate lacing that I was looking for that reminded me of the wisteria. And as it comes down here, the cell work is delicate too. Now you can see when I did my flowers, I'm really going to have to practice them if I want to continue to pursue them. Even using a really tiny thin cotton thread, I found it really, really difficult to get a delicate look. It's not how I envisaged in my mind, though, you know, in all honesty, there's nothing particularly wrong with them. But I had this notion of them being like really dainty and delicate, just here sort of floating and whispering under the big tree, wisteria tree. Nonetheless, this is the first part of my maypole, and I'll let it dry over the next day or two and maybe do some post work on it and see how it looks then. There's much of it that I'm happy with and much of it that I'm really weirded out with. This part over here, do you remember I'd used the straight pouring medium with the auto powder mixed in? It has created this kind of really beautiful oyster effect. I really actually love that effect. However, it's ruining the smooth line that I was looking for with the delicate petals that I was hoping to replicate, which are more here. But yet I learned a lot. Like, look at that. I think it'll look quite stunning in its own right upon drying. All right, I think that's it from me. I'll show you this in a few days when it's dried and when I've added some things to it. Ooh, I really don't like that. Isn't it funny how there are parts of your own painting that you just don't like? Oh, if I had my way, I'd wipe them out and never put them in there. But anyhow, it's all part of the challenge, and it's all part of challenging ourselves. I hope to see yours up here soon too.